All right, one more time. Hello everybody, Rituro here with another episode of Blue and White, my video review, video diary, let's play of Football Manager 2014, specifically with the Vancouver Whitecaps in Major League Soccer. Let's start there. Let's start with some updates to Major League Soccer. Since last we checked in, there has been another twist on the coaching carousel. As, first of all, Greg Berhalter has been hired away from the Columbus Crew by the LA Galaxy. 160 grand paid in compensation to Columbus as LA get their man. So Columbus take their turn on the carousel. They will now be looking for a new coach. And Thomas Rongen over in Toronto FC, after they fired Ryan Nelson, Thomas Rongen has been promoted from assistant coach to head coach. So excellent little step forward there for Rongen. Smooth line of succession for Toronto. Not that it'll probably help because they are 18th in the Supporter Shield race and dead last in the Eastern Conference. So best of luck to Toronto, except not really because we hate them. Speaking of coaching, though, interesting after that Thomas Rongen news, West Ham offered me a job interview. Now again, I have no intention of leaving Vancouver, so don't be confused by I attended the job interview. I went in just so I could see what these job interviews are like. Set some incredibly high standards. They were not met. The offer was rescinded. All is right and good with the world. FC Coleman offered me a job interview, so I'm flattered. I'm very flattered. But I did not take the job either. I am definitely very happy with Vancouver. I'm very busy with Mexico, and as you can see here, I am but a few days away from naming my preliminary squad for the Mexico U23s. And the squad, I think I've got who I want. I've got some options here. I've sort of hemmed and hawed over who I want. I've dealt with players being lost to the U20 World Cup and now the Gold Cup, and we'll get to those squads shortly. I have Manuel Lahoud as my, or Lahoud, I'm sure Jorge will tell me how to pronounce that, as my goalkeeper. And as far as U23 keepers go, he's certainly not bad. But I would love to get slightly higher talent back. I'd love to get Raul Gudiño back from the U20s. If the U20 World Cup is done in time, fingers crossed I can get him, because that would be wonderful. But again, I'm not overly worried about that. I have a good squad that I should be able to manage, and as long as we get a respectable performance in Copa America, we're taking the U23s for goodness sakes, I will be very happy. But that's just one international competition, the Copa America, the Gold Cup. The groups recently announced for that, and so were the squads. Honduras called up Johnny Leverone from the Vancouver Whitecaps. Good for Johnny continuing his international career. Over in Jamaica's camp, they have called in Darren Maddox, so another Whitecap being called into the starting 11 internationally. And of course, Canada. Well, you know how many players I lose. I actually gained one back. Bryce Alderson was dropped from the preliminary roster, so Milan Borjan, Russell Tybert, Ian Hume, and Kyle Porter are my contributions to the Gold Cup squad. So unfortunately, that does leave Vancouver ravaged by international or U20 duty and one injury to Adrian Russell-Rayner, who's out for another 3 to 6 weeks. I received a question during the live stream earlier last week. Is this a good problem to have a large portion of your squad off on international duty? And it was a split decision for me. I'm of two minds of it. On the one hand, I love seeing these players getting called up because it means A, I can put a little feather in my hat and say, yeah, I'm coaching internationals. And they're getting great challenges at the international level. They're expanding their careers, which is fantastic. Hopefully it means they come back and they perform well for the club. The flip side, though, is my squad options get severely reduced. I mean, this is everyone who's available to me. No backup keeper. Borjan and Gantar are both away on international duty. Mane is going to benefit from this. Estrella is one of my starting strikers as he subs in for Caleb Clark, who's been doing well. We're giving Estrella a turn up front here. And I'm going to lose, at the worst part, I'm going to lose Jason Holt next. He's been called up by Scotland's U21 team. So hopefully he's currently listed as being on the bench. Hopefully he can see some time here. Would love to see him get minutes. But yeah, it's a good problem in the sense that we're getting minutes for people to further their careers, but it's a bad problem because now my squad options are not nearly as deep as they could be, and it does force my hand a bit in the rosters that I have to trot out. Whew, so yeah, our featured match today is against FC Edmonton, the second leg of the Voyageurs Cup final. in which we lost that opening leg in last episode's featured match 2-1, so we have to overturn a deficit here with a reduced squad. That's not a fun prospect. But let's get to some other news here from our previous matches that happened since that 2-1 loss. We first went away to Sporting Park and beat Sporting Kansas City 1-0 in what I call the haha I got revenge on Peter Vermees match. Caleb Clark with the goal just before the half-hour mark. This is with the squad before everybody departed, so I was very happy for that. It starts with a nice, it looks like it's going to be a nice build-up here from Sporting, but some nice pressure here from Clark. Forces Sporting to play it short, and Oriol Rosell actually has the ball nicked from him by Gershon Kopi. Great little poke, and then Caleb Clark makes the best he possibly could out of that chance, beating Jimmy Nielsen with a little floating shot to the far corner. That's how it would end. Chance Myers would earn himself a red card, so Sporting were down to 10 men, and they found no joy there. So very happy with that result. Then it was a 1-0 away to San Jose, and we won that one 1-0. Again, very happy with the results of this road trip here. Tybert in the 53rd minute. We played the Ashley formation here, 4-1-4-1, and you can see it right here, 4-1-4, and then 1. Maddox way at the point here. So this is a very good defensive-looking formation. And I want to show you how wonderful this counterattack works, and specifically how much promise Chad Bisagno showed with this one play alone. So Krzic gets shown in, headed away by Beitasher. Bisagno now with it. Great ball forward, picks out Maddox, heads it back to Holt. Holt now has 2 men on him. Maddox is being marked. Look who's over here. Tybert unmarked and sprinting. Holt draws all this attention. Maddox draws attention as he makes the run. Everybody's thinking it's going to happen right here. Unfortunately, Stephen Caldwell has no idea what's about to happen as Tybert is wide open. The ball finds him and Tybert makes no mistake. Far corner. Beautiful shot from Tybert. Even has a little celebration here. Oh, it's a delightful little flop there, Tybert. 1-0 it ends for Vancouver. San Jose fouling like crazy. Bash Brothers Soccer has not died in Football Manager. 17 fouls. Oh, we've already seen that. And that's how it would end. We would then, however, end the road trip on a loss. A 1-0 loss in Chicago, which is fine. Nick Noble credited with the own goal after a scramble on the line. Now, unfortunately, I've tried multiple times to load this goal. It actually crashes the game if I try and load this. So you just have to trust me that it was an unfortunate occurrence. Even game, though. Shots were 10 apiece. Possession favored Colorado. This is the first match with the depleted squad. So Noble's in net. Franco Lewis was platooned into being a D-mid for this one. Mane up top. Demerit came on in relief. No keepers on the bench. So this is the trouble we've run into now with our squad away. And if we only lost 1-0 away to Colorado, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Colorado, yes, they are currently outside the playoff picture by 2 wins. And we are currently sitting in 3rd, even after that loss. So it would have liked to win that. But still, the depleted squad winning 1-0, not going to complain too much. Where I am going to complain is if we lose the Voyageurs Cup final in BC Place to FC Edmonton. We have the away goal. So even a 1-0 result will get us the cup. We do need it, though. We absolutely need it. Team selection now. We're going to go with the 4-2-3-1 because I have the horses to do it. Options are on the bench to go to the Ashley formation if we need to. I can also flip this and bring on Carlos Curry to the left and go with the hammerhead, again, if I need to. Alright. Well, here we go, everybody. I know I only have 6 substitutes to choose from. It'd be interesting if we could get the, for Football Manager 2015, it would be nice to get the pool keeper option. There's a mechanic in MLS where if you are down to 1 keeper, you are completely out of goalkeeping options, you can call up an emergency keeper from the MLS goalkeeping pool. It's just a temporary thing. It would be nice to get that in 2015. Alright, so here we are. We have to somehow overcome previous results. And I mean, it's not like Edmonton is knocking us out of the park here. We should be able to throttle them. A couple of unfortunate turns have doomed us. Alright, any problem at all? Alright, I want this game to be No, not counter. I want it to be controlled. I want us to play wider. Get that ball into the box. All right. Vancouver FC Edmonton for all the marbles. Vancouver in their white at BC Place. I think roughly 46,000 are on hand for this match. That's fantastic. Can I actually see match information here? Where is it? Oh, it's behind here. Clippers free kick just over. It doesn't actually show the attendance. That's unfortunate. I believe it was 46,000 was the projected from advanced sales. All right, half-hour mark. Edmonton's actually out shooting us. I do not like this at all. Do have possession though, so that's something. Kareem Moses gets to the ball, but loses it to Mosqueda. Mosqueda buries it in the back of the net. Yes! Nicholas Mosqueda. Now we are back on level terms, and I am loving it. And they are also loving it in BC Place. Look at them go. Yes, Kareem Moses being hassled, forced into that pass, but Mosqueda picks that off easily. Wham! What a shot by Nicholas Mosqueda. Lovely. Oh, Rio Coker, you got to tone it down, buddy. O'Brien over the bar as he tries to get FC Edmonton a quick lead. I might take Rio Coker out at the half, you know. I cannot afford to go down another player. Kofi to Mane. I say another, I mean a player. Kleber out wide. Kleber, Holt, Mane. Cleared by Peterson. Going as far as Schuler, though. To Demerit. Kofi. Demerit, Rio Coker. Holt, a great run here. Still taking off his feet, but Kofi's there to follow up. Estrella can't quite get there. Hertel gets it to Cuevas. Rio Coker steps in. Oh no. No. That's just horrible, Nigel. Alright, well, we're going to have to go defensive then. I did not like that at all. Holt in the middle, Kofi in the back. Alright, you're going to have to go anchorman here, Gersh. And Holtz. Deep lying playmaker. Yeah, this is not what I wanted to do at all. We'll get Bassanio. Yeah, I'll have to be Bassanio. In for Mosqueda. Oh, this is going to be an ugly, ugly finish to the game. Oh, Nige, I wanted to get you out of the half, but you couldn't even wait until then. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible from Rio Coker. Alright, opposition. Oh yes, that needs to be dealt with now. Oh boy. Keep them under pressure, please. Alright. What other instructions can I do here? Retain, waste time. Stay on your feet. Let's try that. Good, some cards on Edmonton as well. If they lose a player, I'll be very happy. Assertive. Alright. An agreement. Good, everybody. They're all composed. This is good. If we can just frustrate Edmonton, I don't want to have to... I mean, it's unattractive to go with the bunker, but I mean, defense wins cups. Corner here from Edmonton. Peterson. Schuler does well to head that away, and Estrella could actually run onto this if he can get there in time, but he just quite can't get there. Moses to Weslowski. Brian. Weslowski. Santa Maria. They're trying to build something up here, and a long shot goes over the bar from Ciaran and O'Brien. Oof. This is not going well. Peterson. Headed away by Bassanio. We are under siege. And I do not care for this. Holt, though. Holt could do well. Holt's got space. He runs it forward. Holt's cross is actually out for a corner. Good job by Vancouver. Holt to take it. Holt's corner. Floats up. Oh, Kofi could get a shot here. He's taken off the ball. Brought down by Hertel. No penalty. There was a good chance there. And Vancouver are still holding. Weslowski not being called over. Alright, now we bring on Schmid on the left. Man, he's just not suited for that role. I think the final thing we have to do is get defensive help on. Make sure we stay fresh in the back. Badischer to Holt. To Bissagno. Bissagno to Badischer. There's good possession here from Vancouver to Holt. Bissagno. Back to Badischer. They just hold it along the touchline. They can take as many seconds off the clock as they can. I'll be happy. Estrella and Holt now trying to set something up against the entire Edmonton backline. But they are inching ever closer here. The genius of Holt doing well to get Kofi in the action. Plays in Schmid. Oh, he does it! Yes! Eric Schmid! Eric Schmid has scored the go-ahead goal! Oh, 10-man Vancouver! Oh, I really wish I could shout louder, but I have to keep quiet for the folks downstairs. Wow, Schmid tried his lucky stars and got a goal for it. They're going nuts in BC Place. Oh my goodness, that is a fantastic strike, and I think we bring on Franco Lewis. Or, no. Yes? No, we bring on Alderson for demerit to see this out. Alright, Alderson. Keep us in this game. 3-2 on aggregate. We will go to extra time if Edmonton scores, as we will be even on away goals. If Edmonton scores. That's to O'Brien. His shot is wide. 10 shots fired by FC Edmonton as they try to put a fork in this, put a dagger in it. Unable to do so, though. Only 2 shots on target. Noble's been able to deal with them. Beta should as well intercept that. We are approaching the 90. Holt to Bissagno to Estrella. Estrella could have a run at goal here, and he will. Plays in Schmid. Oh, just over the bar from Schmid going for a brace. That would have been fantastic. 2 minutes of added time. Have Vancouver clinched another Voyageurs Cup? Oh, it's never over to the final whistle. O'Brien to Cabas. And that's it! Yes! Vancouver have the Voyageurs Cup! 10-man Vancouver managed to retain the cup. They are going back to Champions League, retaining their status as the best club in Canada. Thank you to Nicholas Mosqueda and to Eric Schmid, and thank you very much FC Edmonton for finally collapsing. They made a good run. You gotta hand it to FC Edmonton. They made a great run. Ultimately, Vancouver came through. Whew. Good job, everybody. Why are they switching off? Oh, well. Prima donnas. Point is, we have won the Voyageurs Cup. Oh, thank goodness, too. We will go back to Champions League, which will not help our match congestion, but it will ensure that we are the best club in Canada. That's going to do it for this episode of Blue and White. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you've seen, be sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rituro. You can always check up with me on YouTube, youtube.ca/SteelSwords, where all of the episodes are stored, and of course on Twitter @ThatRituroGuy. Follow me. You never know what might happen. Anyway, this has been Blue and White. My name is Rituro. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.